Hi, my name is Molly Williams, and I'm the admissions coordinator for the Bard Center for Environmental Policy. And we're here today participating in the National Teach-In for Global Warming Solutions. And we're going to have some people that have stayed after the event to talk about mitigating carbon, what this event meant for them, and what they think for the future and for the Obama administration and for their elected officials, and what we can do to help protect our planet against global warming. And so we're all very pleased with the event. It went very well. We had a lot of participation from Bard College undergraduates, from the Bard Center for Environmental Policy graduate program, community leaders, high schools, and local officials.
Hi, I'm Lori Husted. We just had the teach-in here at Bard College. We were really excited to be able to have this conversation with people during Obama's first 100 days so that we can send a message to Congress about how important this is at all levels. We had people from high school and the community, faculty, our graduate students all here talking about climate change solutions, and I felt it was a really productive day.
The object of the game tonight is, in a very real sense, trying to get serious about the issues facing us.
I was invited here by Lori to experience the strategy wedge simulation game.
The idea is to use this thing as a chance to actually confront the problems and the issues that policymakers, that financial advisors, that our governments and our individual community groups are going to have to deal with, and come to understand that there's no easy way out of this.
It was fabulous. As a teacher, I wanted to bring this to my classes, which is an environmental science class of a very eclectic group of kids. And coming here, having experienced it with adults, with experts in the field, I now have a way to structure it so I know my 17-year-olds are really going to get the best benefit. They're really going to be able to utilize what they've learned and come up with a great set of strategies. Give them some hope that their future is going to be a lot better, or at least have some perspective on it.
In regards to the national teach-in, almost as important as discussing the large-scale solutions is just having events like this where people can get together and discuss these things and talk about lifestyle changes. And it's the little things that work their way to the bottom and then back up to the top, and those are what's going to solve the problems of the world.
There is no magic 5-minute solution which is going to give us more energy cheaply and cleanly. There are just a lot of tough choices and a lot of things that we're going to have to face, and it's so encouraging to see so many people out here tonight trying to become more aware of what those challenges really are.
This was a really great experience to talk to professors and other students and grad students about different solutions to combat climate change. It was a really fun activity. I learned a lot about different solutions to problems that we hadn't thought about before. The debate got pretty heated at times, and overall it was really fun.
What I think was really great in hearing different people's presentations was how much people from the community, from the college, from the local high schools, all were involved in trying to come up with local solutions, with thinking about how they would do things, not just how someone is going to solve the energy problem, because these solutions are going to have to start with people at the ground level and making cases to their neighbors, to their communities, to make policy changes, to make lifestyle changes, and to make economic choices to address the climate problems that affect all of us locally, nationally, and globally.
We talked a little bit about building efficiency. Having a board member on in our group helped a lot, because a lot of building efficiency regulations are regulated at the town level. So that's something we could do right here in Red Hook to not issue permits for buildings that aren't going to be efficient.
I thought it was extremely useful for people to grapple with the real world questions of which technologies do we adopt and what are their social and economic and environmental costs and benefits to each approach. We saw a lot of really enthusiastic responses to, from my perspective, most of them, the most environmentally friendly solutions rather than the biggest engineering solutions. But even the exercise of articulating those pluses and minuses was crucial, especially in this time when we're actually wrestling at a national level with where the money is going in our economic stimulus package and what we will be paying for over the next over the decades to come. I also think it was extremely important that people understood here at the initiative of what the stakes are, and that here in the Hudson Valley we're facing environmental changes that will transform our landscape into something more analogous to Northern Virginia, and the choices of not playing this game in real life are very real and are upon us. So I think it was really useful to have that articulated as well.
The event was really great. It was very interactive. At my table, we had a member of a town board of the town at which Bard College is located, and we really got to have an interactive talk with him about the policy issues that really matter, especially on a local level, because that's really where the policies that most affect us really start. So we really got to talk about those issues. For instance, we talked about heating efficiency, building efficiency as far as insulation goes.
I'd say building efficiency is a very important one. It's a little overstated, I think 40%, but my number is more like 30%. But 30 or 40, what's 10 among friends? It's clearly a very important element of our overall usage, and it's clearly a low-hanging fruit.
It was very interactive as well because we got to talk with the professor who's very knowledgeable about the issues.
We spent a lot of time talking about some of the assumptions that underlie the wedges and the sizes of the wedges. So for example, we were talking about some of the potential interactions. If you dramatically increase fuel efficiency of cars, then people might actually drive more because they would be able to drive further for similar costs. So we were questioning some of the underlying assumptions.
I really enjoyed the Bard College session tonight on carbon sequestration, carbon efficiency, and making a better environment for our area. We took our table and had a unique approach. Since I'm an elected fellow from the village here, we looked at make it real local. Let's make Red Hook the center of our universe and make our plans from that perspective. And I think it really woke up the group, and we had a good time. We had some controversy, we had some good discussion, and I so much appreciate Bard doing this for us, and we appreciate Bard being part of our community. Thanks so much.